btgkrishna.com, how can I help you? Yes, Hare Krishna. Jaya
What are some of the details? Like, walk me through when somebody calls and places an order. What are the steps that you go through?
When somebody calls to place an order, the first thing we need to know is if they've ordered with us before. We have an online system where people interact with the store and enter their information there. And then we have an in-house system. And then we start with their order. We ask them what they want to order, how many of that item they want to order. And sometimes when we're on the phone with customers, they'll tell us why they're ordering something, or they'll give us a story of how they came to Krishna consciousness through Krishna.com, or how they came to Krishna.com. Or they'll ask us personal questions, you know, like, what do you think about this item that I'm ordering, or about just something about life, or so it becomes like a whole experience, you know.
Is there a particular situation like that that stands out in your mind?
Yes, there was one man from, I believe, upstate New York, who really wanted the Srimad Bhagavatam set, and at the time we only had a few left, the 18-volume set. So he was worried that he may not be able to get it in time before we sold out. So at some point, so he called initially, and then he called again to make the purchase. And he was telling me how he had heard of the Bhagavatam through one of his yoga teachers many years ago, and somebody would quote the Bhagavatam a lot. And so then just only recently, at that time, it was recent, he asked more about it, and somehow he found us. And so he felt like the culmination of all his yoga practice and teaching and just life experiences would be found through his reading, you know, Prabhupada's Bhagavatam. And when he finally made his purchase and knew that it was on his way, it's like you could hear his voice was like tearing up. And this was, you know, a mature man, and he just felt like, you know, he was, yeah, I mean, he's getting Krishna, but I really got that experience from him. It was something really precious for him to get the Bhagavatam.
So how does that make you feel then, as being able to facilitate that in people's lives, you know?
Yeah, definitely blessed. Yeah, definitely blessed. And I think being like second generation, or whatever generation I am, you know, being exposed to Krishna consciousness most of my life, there's definitely things that I can take for granted. And just to be able to observe and hear what others' personal experience of Krishna consciousness is really, yeah, it kind of puts things in perspective, and to see how fortunate and blessed I am every day, every single day.